Yo, what's going on, guys and dudes? We're back here with the Redskins franchise on Madden 20, and we are here today to do the scouting episode for the Redskins franchise. I have with me two very special guests. We are actually going to look at 20 different prospects today. Two special guests will look at 10 each. These will be the guys that they are looking at. You will get a closer look at their draft card as well as some highlights from them in college. Do want to say one thing really quickly. Daryl Holloway here is listed at Lehigh, and he transferred to Lehigh after his freshman season at Georgia. Just so you guys know, the only clip we have of him is at Georgia. And he transferred over to Lehigh due to playing time issues, and obviously, as you can see, it worked out pretty well for him. He's a pretty good player. He is projected to go 4th round, so we'll hear more about him soon, as we have two very special guests for you guys. So don't forget to drop the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, want to see more Redskins franchise, and another announcement for you guys: live off-season stream will be tonight. That is right, tonight, sometime around 7:30 or 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, right here on YouTube. So don't forget to hit the notification bell so you are notified exactly when I upload and go live, so that you guys can make it to that live stream. It's going to be very important. You guys are going to have an opportunity to influence this team going forward as to who we're going to pick and what we are going to do, what direction we are going to take in the future. So don't miss it at all. So with two very special guests to introduce, I'm going to do that as soon as we get back.
Never back down, we won't relent, now and never till the day that we dreamed of. The day that we dreamed of.
Okay, here we go. Without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, Jay from TNJ, going to be bringing you guys the North scouting section of the country, all the teams in the northern part of the United States. He's got his own Detroit Lions franchise, so don't forget to go over there, give him a sub if you're not already subbed to him and you want to see some more Madden 20 franchise content. He's got a very good Detroit Lions franchise going. Justin Fields leading the way at quarterback over there. He's using real draft classes. We are not here, but it makes no difference. Two different kinds of franchises, many ways to enjoy the content that is being put forward from me and my friends as creators. So make sure you go check him out. Links in the description to his channel and his playlist. And take it away, Jay.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and I want to thank Franchise Gaming for having me involved today. And we're going to be going over some scouting information on some of the players in the northern parts of the country for this Redskins team. They hold the #1 pick, and there's certainly a couple of players worth looking at. So let's get into it. So let's start with a guy who I think could be the biggest steal in the entire draft. Daryl Holloway out of Lehigh University. Yeah, that's right, not a D1 school, but that's why people aren't looking at him. And I think he's only projected to go in the 4th round or so, but turn on the tape. This guy is a heck of a run stopper. 6'2", 246. There isn't a running back he can't take down and a tackle he can't make. I like him a lot, and I think the Redskins should strongly consider taking him late in the 3rd round, maybe even earlier if they want to ensure that they're going to get him. He could be a steal. Another Northeastern linebacker that the Skins could consider is middle linebacker David Caruthers out of Boston College. He had a 4.0 every single year in school. That's pretty good. And coaches say he knew every single play. He knew where to be on the field at all times. And he's a sure tackler who likes to pretty much put the boom on everybody he goes up against. And he's impressive. However, unlike Holloway, everyone knows about the Caruthers because he won the Bednarik Award for his junior and senior seasons. So there's a real shot he's going off the board early. So let's stick with the linebacker theme here. We're looking at Floyd Foreman. He's a right outside linebacker for the Marshall Thundering Herd. Projected as a 3rd rounder, just a lack of prestige of team and conference he played in. but I think he's going to be a standout guy in the NFL. He's a strong power rusher at outside linebacker, and the Redskins, they're running a multiple defense right now. I think they want to be more of a 3-4, and I think Foreman could fit in just right with his rushing skills. Now, I don't want to see the Redskins go running back in the first round, but there's a guy we should look at and take a hard look at. Jeffrey Moore out of Penn State. He's only 5'8", 213, a little wrecking ball, but the funny thing is, he's not even a power back. He's an elusive guy, makes people miss in the hole. He definitely breaks tons of ankles, and actually, he went his entire college career without fumbling. That's pretty special. There's something to be said about, a back that can do that, because remember, Darius Geis, he had 4 all last season for the Redskins, so we definitely want to kind of get better in that department. Now, let's move on to Penn State's biggest rival, Ohio State. They had one of the more impressive quarterbacks in the nation last season in Nathan Thomas. However, due to the fact that Ohio State hasn't been particularly good at producing pro quarterbacks, his stock has fallen just a bit, now projected as a 5th rounder. I think he could be a great quarterback to push Haskins along, but you don't draft a quarterback in the first round to kind of kill his confidence. But if you go out and get Thomas, it provides another option other than Grayson Flaherty, who, let's be honest, didn't get it done in his limited chances. Thomas is only 6 foot 225, but he makes up for it with his wheels and in his legs. It's just wonderful. He's a great scrambler, a very strong arm, elite short accuracy. I think he does need to get better on his medium throws, but we'll see. He's a good project guy and a guy to have on our team. His teammate, wide receiver Antoine Young, is another focus player here. Young is an absolutely great route runner and probably one of the best in the nation. He excels at crossing routes, drag routes, post routes, fly routes, you name it. He has also made one of the best one-handed catches in the country. I think because of how great he is, it will also hurt Nathan Thomas's stock because he had one of the best receivers in the nation. But man, both of these guys in Redskins uniforms would be a treat. You got to admit it. Another wide receiver to look at it from Oregon is Joey Bowen. He's probably the most underrated receiver in the country, to be honest. Only projected as a 4th rounder, but I think he's a 2nd-round talent. Runs fantastic deep routes, and he almost makes every single catch, regardless of the situation. That's a deep threat, and that's a guy you want on your team any day. This guy could be the next Tyreek Hill. You never know. And every offense, nowadays, they're looking for one. One of Oregon's biggest rivals, the Washington State Cougars, have one of the only draftable tight ends, in my opinion, Jordan Rudolph, 6'6", 247, and he fits the Redskins scheme as a big, strong, physical, fast, vertical tight end. He just doesn't have the hands that you would expect from a guy playing tight end for the Redskins, especially just think about the recent tight ends we've had in our history. Jordan Reed, Vernon Davis. You can't drop passes in this scheme. It's really important to have a guy that can hang on to the ball. Now, to a guy that we all know the Redskins could use, especially with Morgan Moses allowing almost 20 sacks in only 9 games, something has to be done here. Right tackle Moises Burrow out of Northwestern could be what the doctor ordered for the Skins. 6'7", 311 gives him a strong frame to work with, and he is one of the best pass protectors in the country, no doubt about it. I would do whatever I could to make sure I get him on my roster. And, owner Dan Snyder, he's going to have to do it because this guy is almost can't miss. And last but not least, the final player to showcase here, he's my favorite, to be honest. Free safety out of the University of Wisconsin. Trust me, I have no bias here, but this guy is special. Javonte Hawkins, projected to go in the 2nd round, but I think that is insane. With his run-stopping expertise and his turnover potential with big hits, he's a 1st rounder in my book. Again, no bias here. Can't stress that enough. This kid is good. A 4-year starter with the Badgers. He's a machine on the defensive side of the ball. I think he would be awesome to have on this squad. Well, that's all I have for you guys. It's been fun scouting these guys out and just seeing how these guys have developed in college. It's going to be fun to see them in the pros, and hopefully the Redskins pick up a few of these guys. If they do, man, we have a good chance of getting back to the playoffs and potentially even making a Super Bowl run. Back to you, Franchise Gaming. Thanks again, guys. See you later.
All right, heck of a job there from Jay, giving us the guys that we need to look for. And now we are going to bring it to the second guest of the day, Gold Glover 9, GG9, Goldie. Goldie Goes Gaming has been known by a very great many amount of names. I just like to call him my friend. Go check his channel out as well. That will also be linked in the description, as well as the playlist to his Madden franchise, which is with the Minnesota Vikings. So definitely go check that out as well. And without further ado, here's Goldie to give us the South scouting.
Thanks, FG. Hey guys, GG9 here to give you guys a rundown of the scouting done in the South this season. 10 players to look at and see how well they would fit with our Washington Redskins. So here we go. We're going to start by looking at 2 Florida Gators. Emmanuel Woody, 5'11", 178-pound wide receiver. He's quite the deep threat as he has a killer release paired with great hands. He made some incredible catches this season for the Gators in ensuring his 3rd straight 1,000-yard season there. However, if the Redskins are after Woody, they would have to take him early. I've got a really good feeling he's going to be a sought-after player in this draft. The other Gator featured is middle linebacker Keenan Long. Long is 6 feet tall, 249 pounds, and he's a run-stopping beast. He's got elite play recognition and pursuit, which he always makes sure he's always in the right spot at the right place in the right time to make a tackle, and he's a darn good tackler as well. I think this guy and Keon Wild could really change the culture of this Redskins defense. All right, so now that the SEC champion Gators are out of the way, we're going to take a look at 3 of their opponents in the SEC, starting with Ole Miss tight end Nathan Chatham. Chatham is a nice vertical threat that could really fit this Redskins scheme very well. However, I'm not sure he possesses the blocking skills necessary to overtake either incumbent tight end Jordan Reed nor the backup Dallas Goedert, at least not quite yet. But he could be something special in the future if his flaws are actually coached up. The last 2 SEC players are linebackers. So first, we're going to take a look at left outside linebacker from Tennessee, Jorge Chavez. Think Junior Seau. Okay, if you need a player comparison, think Junior Seau. Chavez is an elite run stopper who will run you down and tackle you, and if he hits you as hard as he can, it's not going to be easy to hold on to the football. This guy packs an absolute wallop. He's basically a tow truck. Chavez with Landon Collins out there in the level behind him could really be the NFL version, the next NFL version of the Bash Brothers. Finally, we have Jesse Allen, right outside linebacker from Kentucky for the Kentucky Wildcats. Allen's only projected to be taken in the 3rd round, but I think he's a steal. We need to do a little bit more scouting on it, but I think that he could really fall to us and he could be a nice steal right there. He's another run stopper with great pursuit and very good tackling, but he adds another layer to his game with great block shedding as well. So if you think you can block him and take him out of the play, you can't. You really can't. Linebackers could be of use in Washington, as Montez Sweat could be the only reliable one left with Ryan Kerrigan aging and not under contract. So back in Florida with the USF Bulls is Kevin Shields. Shields is another wide receiver, which the Skins aren't particularly looking to draft early, but he's another guy that would fit them to a T. He's 6'1", 199. He's a deep threat that could run elite short and medium routes as well as catch anything in traffic. Hands like glue. That makes him a slot specialist hiding in a deep threats makeup. That could be huge and dangerous if used in the proper way. I can picture short throws being taken to the house, kind of like Victor Cruz with this guy. To Oklahoma we go, and looking at strong safety Jaden Burley. Burley won Defensive Player of the Year in the Big 12. Not that that says a lot considering they're terrible on defense in that conference, but hey, it's an award, right? Burley is 6'2", 196. You would almost think that he's a little burly. Oh, I get the play on words here. That length obviously helps him set himself above most safeties. He's also one of the smartest safeties in the country. When you have the physical tools and the mental tools, you're going to be a pretty good one. Now to the state of Texas, where we first stop at UTSA, one of my favorite schools down south, to look at a position that the Redskins really shouldn't have any interest in drafting early, which is running back. With the emergence of Darius Geis this season, Brian Shepard is the last thing the Redskins need, but he's a really nice player. An elusive back with great vision and tackle-breaking skills, it's quite the weapon. If he falls in the draft, one can dream, right? Now, Texas A&M has the guy that I think the Redskins should be eyeing with the number 1 overall pick. Dwayne Haskins was so bad last season that Tyler Morris could really push him along. He's a field general with a rocket arm and extreme short to mid accuracy. All he needs to develop is a more consistent deep ball, and then you have yourself a franchise quarterback. So watch out, Dwayne. Tyler Morris is coming for you. The final player we're going to go look at here is Vincent Bishop. Vincent Bishop is the left tackle at San Diego State University and stands at 6'6", 316 pounds. He's a monster both physically and with his game. He's an elite pass blocker and can be exactly what the Redskins need to protect their franchise quarterback's blindside, and plus helping out in that running game with Darius Geis is a nice little added bonus. Take Vincent Bishop, move Tepper to right tackle, and boom. It's a way better line already. Either way, I can't wait to see the direction that the Redskins go in this year's draft. Thank you to FG for having me on, and make sure you don't miss the offseason live stream coming up later on this week. I'm GG9, Gold Glover 9. You can call me Goldie or GG9, however you'd like to. Have a good rest of your day, and go Redskins.
All right, that's all we have for you guys today. 20 prospects scouted. Which ones are your favorites? Let me know in the comments section below. And don't miss the live stream tonight at around 7:30 or 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Start looking for it there. I have some things to take care of, and then I'm going to start streaming as soon as I possibly can. So don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you'll know exactly when the stream is going live. Again, you guys have an opportunity to influence this team going forward, so make sure you take it now, as this could be a very pivotal draft in this franchise. Thank you guys once again for watching so very, very much, and I will see you guys tonight at the live stream. Take care.
You're a pretty little star boy.